And start down at your feet, raise the toes and spread them. Push the heels down into the ground. Unlock the knees and tilt the pelvis forward. Elongate the spine, bring the shoulders back. Palms facing forward. Muscles in the face nice and relaxed. And begin to deepen the breath. Bring it all the way down to the bottom of your lungs and out. Go ahead and open your eyes and bring your hands to heart center. We're going to very gently come over into a forward fold. Let the arms be really heavy. Kind of rock back and forth. And step the right foot back into a lunge. You can do this on your chair as well, with your hands and your elbows on your chair instead of the floor. Make sure the heel of the back foot is down and have the toes out at about a 45-degree angle. And very gently rock your way up to standing. Keep that front leg bent, hands to heart center. Once again, pushing through the heels and the calves, pushing your feet down into the ground. Go ahead and drop that right hand to the right thigh. We're going to bring the left hand with the palm forward. Bring it up and over with a big inhalation into a reverse warrior. Exhale, bring that hand back down. Step the legs together. Come into your forward fold once again. Walk through the knees, loosening them up, alternating, bending and straightening, moving the hips back and forth. Place the hands on the mat and bring the left foot back into a lunge. Once again, with the toes at a 45-degree angle facing forward and the heels back. And very gently come up to standing with your hands in heart center. Check yourself here. You may need to bring that right hip back a little bit to straighten the alignment. Find a spot on the floor to focus on. Go ahead and drop the left hand to the left thigh, right hand down in front of you with the palm up, and reach out and back into a reverse warrior once again. Raise the torso back to the center, bring the hands to heart center again, and step forward. Bring the hands down to the side, palms facing out. Inhale, out and up, fingers touch, gaze up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, go into your forward fold again. Exhale to half lift. Inhale to forward fold. And roll it up. Good, palms out again, here we go. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, forward fold. Exhale, half lift. Inhale, forward fold. And this time roll up a little bit more slowly than you did the last time. Roll those shoulders back, palms forward. And one more time through your sun salutation. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, forward fold. Exhale, half lift. Hold here for just a moment. Straighten that spine nice and straight. Exhale into your forward fold. And then using either your chair or the mat, place the hands in front of you and step both the legs back into your downward dog. And again, walk out the dog. Alternating, bending the knees. And then raise the hips up high towards the ceiling, dropping the head between the arms, pushing those heels into the mat. Go ahead and raise the right leg up high. Foot stays flexed, bend the knee, and draw some circles going out with that right knee. When you get to the bottom, go ahead and do a couple circles in the other direction and bring that leg down. Inhale the left leg up with the foot flexed. Bend the knee. Big circles. First clockwise and then counterclockwise. And come back to your downward facing dog. Raise the right leg up again. Bring the right knee in next to the right elbow. Drop the back heel down. Once again, we're going to roll up into a standing lunge. Good. And once again, correct your hips. This time you want to make sure both the hips are facing the front of your mat here. Bring the hands to heart center again. Inhale and exhale the hands out as you bring the chest forward over the knee. Roll those shoulders back. Concentrate on bringing the weight to all four corners of both feet. Bring your gaze right out in front of you. Great. Exhale, bring the hands back to your surface. Inhale that right foot back. And again, walk out your dog. Push back through the heels, raising the hips. Raise the left leg up nice and high. Bring that left knee into your left elbow and drop the right heel down as you come up to a standing lunge with hands at heart center. Bring that front foot forward a little bit more. There you go. And drop that back heel towards the back of the mat a little bit more. There you go. Great. And then go ahead and bring the hips forward. We're going to lean all the way over that knee and bring the arms out. Nice strong gaze here. Inhale the hands back to the heart. Bring the torso up again. And bring the foot up. Bring the feet a little wider than hip distance apart. Go ahead and clasp the fingers and bring the index fingers pointing up and bring them straight up towards the ceiling. If that feels good today, if it doesn't, feel free to bring them right down here in front of your face. And then stretching up without raising the heels off the mat, stretch up the entire spine, creating that space, and then very slowly begin to come over to the right, carving a line with the fingers across the ceiling. When you get over to your stopping point, rotate this rib cage up towards the ceiling. Look under that left arm. Inhale back up to your center position. Exhale down to the left. Once again, when you get there, rotate the ribs, looking up under the arm. Inhale back up to center. One more time on either side. Down to the right. Inhale up, down to the left, and inhale up. Go ahead and grab your block and place it in front. We're going to have the right foot in the center of the mat towards the front and put the block here on the outside. And this time I'm going to have you lengthen that stance quite a bit, so you're about 3 feet apart. This time you want your back foot to be parallel to the back of the mat. So you're not at a 45-degree angle, you're at a right angle to that front foot. Front foot is pointing straight ahead. Go ahead and bring your shoulders facing the long side of your mat. Arms come up, both legs are going to stay straight here. And then begin to reach out over that front foot into your triangle pose. Drop the hand down. Bring the back of the hand inside that front leg, wherever it lands for you. If it's up here in the thigh, below the knee, just don't push right against your knee. Look up and try and bring that top shoulder so it's stacked over the bottom shoulder. Inhale and come out of your pose just a bit. Exhale and deepen your stretch. Nice, nice work. Inhale and come up. Good. Go ahead and bring the shoulders facing the front now. And we're going to reach across that front leg, bringing your hand to that block. Take your right arm and bind it around behind your waist. Roll the right shoulder back and look up over that right shoulder. Go ahead and release the arm in the back. Release your hand from the block and just slide down for a side bend here. Nice big stretch in the back of the thigh. Good, and step both feet together. And walk it out. That's quite a workout. After your dancing last night, right? Okay, left foot out in front, right foot 3 feet behind at a right angle. Go ahead and take that block and put it to the outside of the front foot. I'm going to spoil you guys at the end, so don't panic. It's not going to get way worse. Go ahead and bring the hips facing the long side of your mat. Arms up, straight out of the shoulder sockets. Gaze out over that front arm and begin to stretch everything out over that front foot and then bring it all down. Push the back of the hand against the thigh. Bring the right hand up, pointing towards the ceiling. Oh, finally my shoulders opening up to do this. Oh, great. Inhale, bring the torso back up. Now you're going to bring in the shoulders facing the front of your mat. And we're going to bind the left arm around behind your waist. Bring the right arm across the body onto that block. Go ahead and release the neck. Let the head drop. Let gravity help you lengthen here. Inhale, release the left arm, release the hand from the block, move the block slightly aside, and go ahead and stretch down towards that front foot. Great big stretch in the back of the leg. Inhale, everything back up. Good. And walk it out. You guys will sleep good tonight, right? Let's do a little bit of work, finishing work on our throat chakra today too. So once again, bring the feet about hip distance apart. Make sure they're parallel facing forward. Bring your torso and the hips into your mountain pose. And then bring your hands back as if you had your jeans on, or if you've got pockets in your pants, go ahead and place your hands in the pockets. That's the perfect spot. Bring the elbows a little bit closer together in the back if you can. And then pivoting from the hips and the knees, not the back. We're not arching the back like this. We're just pivoting from the knees and the hips. Bring your gaze up. So you've got a slight back bend, pushing the pelvis forward. And then when you get to the point where it feels comfortable, go ahead and bring your gaze up just a little bit more above you. Exhale and come back up to an upright position. Good. Inhale and come into forward fold. Go ahead and use your index finger and your thumb to wrap around the big toe. Peace fingers. And drop the head down. Great. Go ahead and release the feet. Bring your hands to your mat or your chair once again and step back into your downward dog. Go ahead and bring the knees down to the mat. Come to the top of your feet. And we're going to do a little Chaturanga here. So you guys with the chairs, you can just bring your head down to the chair, resting it on your arms here. But you want to have the knees straight down from the hips. So there's a straight line from the hips down to the knees. The feet are going straight back behind you. The hands are right under the shoulders. So bring them back if they're forward a little bit too much. And then you're going to move your head forward past the hands even a little bit more Bring the elbows in, so they're gonna graze the ribs as you come down, and we're gonna lower down. In forward, Chaturanga. You guys in the chair, just bring your head into your hands when you get there. Can you come down on your knees, Shelley? Or would that hurt too much? There you go. Let me get you.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
I mean, I'll just deal with it. When I can't stand it anymore, I'll stop.
Do you want your blanket?
Doesn't really help.
Oh, it doesn't?
No.
Okay. Well, don't do it if it hurts. Go ahead and stay standing. Go ahead and bring your chin to your hands and forward there. Good. And then you can just do it on your knees in the chair too. And we're going to bring the elbows under the shoulders for our Sphinx pose. Roll the shoulders back. Press down with the top of the feet, the kneecaps and the thighs. And then dig the fingertips into the rubber of the mat and very gently pull the chest forward. The hands don't move. It's just an inside, very small isometric movement, bringing your chest forward. And then bring your gaze up just a little bit, pushing up through the elbows. Great, and go ahead and bring the head down to the hands again. Then we're going to bend the right foot. See if you can reach around and grab those toes. And just bring the heel into the thigh, very soft, gentle movement. We don't want to hyperextend the knee, we just want to stretch out the front of the leg here. Gently let go and release. Good. Here in the center for just a moment. And then bend the left knee and bring that foot up. Reach around and grab the toes there. Release. Bring the head back to center. Now we're going to place the arms behind you on either side of your hips. Back of the hands down. Raise the hands up. Roll the shoulders back. Raise the chest up. Don't bring the gaze so high here because you don't want to hurt your neck. Just a little bit out in front of you. And release. Now we're going to try and combine the two. Bring both the feet up. Go ahead and grab a hold of the toes. Actually, the ankles here if you can. And the only thing you're going to do, maintaining that hold on the ankles, is push the feet back towards the bottom of your mat, which will automatically raise you up there. Come around and help him. You can release him and Pam until I get to you. Take a big exhale and release. Good. Big exhale and release. Exhale and release. Nicely done. Go ahead and bring your knees out to the side of your mat and come into your child's pose. Extend those arms out in front. Feel free to use your block to support your forehead if you'd like to. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, let the ribs move apart. Spread the chest apart. Good. Inhale, exhale, bring the torso up and swing the legs around to the front into the seated staff pose. Go ahead and walk your fingers forward for your forward fold, pushing that belly forward, bringing the shoulders back. And then go ahead and come back to a supine position, bringing the heels out to the side of the mat. And bringing the hands out to the side as well with the palms down. We're just going to windshield wiper those knees back and forth. Giving yourself a nice big massage on the hips. When you get over to the right side, stop there. Have both your knees over to the right. And then we've done this before. Go ahead and take your left arm and send it out at an angle. So it's not straight up from your torso or straight out at the side, but if you were to draw an imaginary line from your right knee up through your body to the left hand, you'd have a diagonal line there. And as you're here, concentrate on bringing that left shoulder down to the mat. Breathe into the mat. Let everything release. It's your arm bumping.
I can do this, but I can't reach the floor.
Oh, okay. Let me get you your book.
I could, if you put the block under my hand.
Okay.
Okay, is that in the right line?
Close enough, yeah. Pull the chins for the stretching. Can you relax that on and just let it release?
No. That's relaxed.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
All right. Great. Take a big inhalation. Let the air out. Bring that left arm down and bring the knees over to the other side. Watch out for your chairs. Go ahead and bring those knees back to center. Bring the knees into your chest and give yourself a big hug. Go ahead and bring the feet out towards the front of the mat with the knees bent. We're going to move into a boat pose. Yeah, so you've got your hands behind your knees. And there's a couple different ways to do this. First thing you want to do is roll the shoulders, bring that chest forward because that's going to help with your balance. And the first part is just to bring the feet off the floor. Now, if this feels like it's too hard on your core, stop here. Don't go any further. If you're feeling pretty good, go ahead and bring those feet up parallel to the floor. Pull that tummy in nice and tight. If it's still feeling okay, go ahead and raise the legs up towards the ceiling. And then finally release the hands. Oh, do you? There you go, that's perfect. Hang out there, that's perfect. And with you, we could do it with the block. That's nice, that's good.
The best
That's perfect. That's perfect, Sean. Yeah, just pull the, because the main thing you're doing is right in here. This is
Right.
where we're doing the work. Go ahead and bring it down. And go ahead and lie back there. Come over to your right side. Cradle your head in your arm. Bend both the knees about halfway in. And then extend the top leg with the foot flexed. And we're just going to very gently pulse that leg up and down, only about a foot. Nice small movements. And resting. And you want your left hand out in front of you so that the heel of the hand is bumping up against your mat here in front of your rib cage. And then we're going to raise that left foot again and bring the left knee in towards that hand and extend the leg out. One more time to the hand and let that top leg rest again. So bend the top leg that's resting stacked on top of the bottom one. And then bring that bottom leg out in front of you. And these are going to be little baby pulses here, just about 3 inches off the ground. So you're getting the inside of that thigh. Good, good. And bring that leg down and rest. Bring both the knees on top of each other again. Feel the gravity pushing you into the mat. It's going to feel good to rest. And go ahead and roll over onto your other side. Again, cradle your head on your left arm. Bring your right hand so it's in front of your chest with the heel of the hand pushing into the edge of your mat. And then we're going to extend that right leg out and keeping the foot flexed, leading with the heel up and down. Just little movements, about a foot. And rest. Bring the knees so they're stacked on top of each other. And then we're going to extend that left leg out in front. And do some little pulses here. Go ahead and stack your knees again. Extend the right leg out with the heel flexed. And we're going to bring that right knee in to meet the right hand and extend it back out again straight. And rest. Go ahead and roll over onto your back. Place both hands on your belly. They create it like a diamond shape, so your thumbs are touching and your index fingers touching. And as you exhale, pull those tummy muscles in nice and tight towards your mat. Inhale, let everything release. Exhale, pull that tummy in nice and tight. Inhale, release. Exhale, pull the tummy in. Inhale, release. Exhale, pull it in. Go ahead and bring the right knee into the chest and hug it in tight. Switch legs, bring the left knee in and hug that one nice and tight. Go ahead and bend both the knees and bring the heels next to the glutes. And go ahead and grab your block and put it between your thighs. So heels are on the ground, right next to the glutes. There you go. Blocks in between the thighs. Now imagine that you're pushing that block with your thigh muscles towards the floor. Rotate it inward. It feels kind of like it's pigeon-toed, but we're not actually moving the feet. The feet are staying straight ahead. And then placing your hands palm down on either side of the mat out on the carpet, we're going to do some little baby pulses, bringing that block up just 2 inches closer to the ceiling and dropping it back down. So the hips are coming off the ground, raising up into a little baby bridge and bringing them back down. Again, very small isometric movements. Go ahead and rest with the hips on the ground. Couple deep breaths here. Roll the shoulders back against your mat, opening up that chest and throat area that we've worked so hard on this week. And then pushing down with the palms of the hand, we're going to bring the knees forward, raising the hips up towards the ceiling into your full bridge. You want to end up on your shoulder blades. Keep the neck nice and soft. And you remember what that felt like when you're pulling your tummy muscles in tight? Do that here. Pull the tummy muscles in towards the back and bring the chest up towards the ceiling. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Exhale and bring everything down to the mat. Good. Remove that block. Bring your hands back to your tummy. We'll do a couple more of those breathing exercises, pulling the tummy muscles in tight. Exhale, bring them in. Inhale, release. Exhale, bring them in. Inhale, release. Again, exhale, bring the tummy muscles in. Inhale, release. Go ahead and bring your hands out to the side, this time with the palms up. And I'm going to come around and give you guys all a little stretch. Go ahead and extend your legs out. Go ahead and set an intention for your communication for this week, weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And on your next exhalation, go ahead and come up to your chair, and we're going to do a seated meditation here. Feel free to put your block under your feet and your blanket over your lap. I want you to be nice and comfortable and warm.
I'm so hot. I'm pretty hot.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Like, that's unusual for me. So
Well, I won't ask if you want a second blanket then.
thank you.
You bet. Let me get my chair too. So begin to concentrate on your throat chakra again. Imagine that bright blue light shining and pulsating right there in your throat. And we can associate that blue with a lot of things that are peaceful. The sky on a beautiful day like today, when you're at the ocean or a lake and you've got that beautiful reflection. And I think it's probably not an accident that that's the color of this chakra, because we want to strive to communicate in a peaceful and compassionate manner. So go ahead and begin to visualize. I know you guys are all very active and you've got a lot of things planned for this weekend. Go ahead and visualize the opportunities you're going to have with your family and your friends and your loved ones to communicate. And there may be some touchy subjects that come up. And just visualize how well you're handling it and how you pause before you speak. And you handle difficulties with grace and a lack of judgment. And try and concentrate on just noticing. So if something comes up, whether it's positive or negative, just notice it and see if you can turn off that little switch we have in our mind that causes us to evaluate it as good, bad, too big, too small, too hot, too cold, whatever it might be. And just come to notice. Even that word notice is calming. And the very peaceful, calm pose you have right now, where you're just breathing with ease, paying attention to your communication chakra. Just imagine being in this peaceful state of mind, dealing with whoever it is you're dealing with in a very graceful, compassionate manner. Sorry. And remember, this is the bridge chakra. So everything that we've worked on in the weeks past, from the root chakra to the sacral, to the solar plexus, to the heart, all of those have been more of the physical chakras relating to your being rooted and secure and grounded. The throat is the bridge in between all of those physical chakras and the last several ones, which are this more spiritual chakras. So we'll be moving into our higher realm next week. If you haven't already, go ahead and bring your hands into the mudra for the chakra, placing the fingers together and dropping the thumbs and bringing it to your navel. And say the mantra to yourself today, long and slow. 3 times. Excuse me. We can bring that same attitude of just noticing to all the noises happening outside. I think we're going to have them for a while. And just noticing. Spirit is really testing us today. You can go ahead and bring your hands to your heart center, drop your chin. I wish all of you to go through the rest of this week with ease and a calm mind, peacefulness and safety. Thank you so much for coming into practice show today. Namaste. I would like to talk to you guys for a few minutes. So